I think it's really inaccurate to call the upcoming Sims title The Sims 5 because it's very unlikely that it's actually going to be called The Sims 5. We've already had so many hints in the past that The Sims 5 will be multiplayer, like this is almost certain. And it's very likely that EA are going to do with The Sims 5 what they intended to do with The Sims 4 before that plan went in the gutter. Does the name Project Olympus ring a bell? This is a code name for what The Sims 4 was supposed to be before it became The Sims 4. And although the game shares many similar characteristics with The Sims 4 and it's basically the same game, it was meant to be an online game. In fact, there is literally so much information and evidence about this in the coding of The Sims 4 itself. That didn't happen, luckily, due to some unforeseen events surrounding SimCity, which is another story for another day. But you might be thinking, how does this tie in with the announcement of The Sims 5? Well, many of us believe that The Sims 5 will basically just be what Project Olympus was supposed to be. EA are very much moving forward with this online model with basically almost all of the games that they own. EA are very keen on online multiplayer freemium models. They do this honestly with almost all of their major titles, so it makes sense that they go through it with The Sims as well, especially with the recent major Sims 4 announcements being that The Sims 4 is becoming free. There is a clear shift in regards to the way EA is seeing The Sims and its future. That's right, EA have recently announced that The Sims 4 will be free, I believe from the 18th of October 2022. That's right, literally free. They've also stated that for the foreseeable future, The Sims 4 will not be killed off. We have years to come for DLC to be upsold, years to come of free base game updates. They're not giving up on this game anytime soon, it seems. And ironically, or weirdly, it's for this very reason that we basically know The Sims 5 is coming. Clearly, the base game is not getting as much attention as it previously did. Of course, that's probably the main reason why EA are giving away the base game for The Sims 4 for free. Yes, it's a risk for them financially, but it pays off if people buy multiple packs. The Sims 4 base game is currently worth like the price of a game pack roughly. So if people just buy a game pack plus one more thing, EA basically make their money back. Especially when we consider the fact that many people buy the Sims 4 create your bundle thing where you bundle a game pack, stuff pack and expansion pack together. So they will probably very easily make their money back through the DLC sales by giving the game away for free. So here's how this ties in with The Sims 5 and how I think the sales model is going to go. The Sims 4 is turning into a live service game, and this is something that's happening in almost like every single gaming genre. All the major titles are turning this way. They basically give you this base for free and then they upsell you a load of DLC. In the past, it was like, okay, we have game number 1 and then a few years later they release a sequel and then a few years later they release another sequel. These days what they do is they publish this base game and then add DLC instead of releasing a sequel, because that way it's much easier for the developers and they make more money. And in fact, in regards to The Sims, there have actually been hints about a live service option for The Sims where you basically pay a monthly subscription and you get everything for free. This is something that EA have kind of hinted at, and it makes a lot of sense because they've done it with their previous games as well. Now, it's important to note that from the 18th of October, The Sims 4 will be a freemium game, just like those those annoying mobile app games where you get it for free, but you actually have to pay for the full experience. Now, whilst The Sims 4 is making money as a freemium game, it would make a lot of sense for EA to release The Sims 5 in tandem with that, meaning that we could have 2 Sims games on the go at the exact same time. This is a model, by the way, that many games follow. For example, like Final Fantasy, there's Final Fantasy Online, and then you have like the mainstream Final Fantasy titles. The same with GTA 5 and GTA Online, although they're technically like the same game, they are separate experiences in tandem with each other. This in conjunction with the fact that we all know The Sims, I mean, we allegedly, based on my opinion, know that The Sims 5 will be online. This seems very likely. The Sims, as we know it, is going to go through a massive shift, possibly leading to a whole new way to play a brand new Sims title. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about a Sims Online, whatever that may be. I think it's very difficult to know because the way we all play and enjoy The Sims right now is a very single player experience, if you know what I mean. I think one of the main reasons why people love The Sims is that they have full control over everything, and if you're bringing multiplayer into the mix, suddenly you can't control anything. You probably won't be able to use cheats, you probably won't be able to rush through the game in speed 3 mode if it's all online. So I think it's going to be very strange and very interesting in terms of how this is going to go. Although one thing is for sure, if The Sims 4 will be released in tandem to this brand new Sims 5 title, whatever it is, clearly the experiences are going to be so different think that there's no pressure to play it if you don't want to play it. If you enjoy this single player Sims 4 experience, they will continue to release packs for The Sims 4 for the foreseeable future, as they've stated. I know a lot of people have been complaining online about The Sims 4 becoming free. I paid for this game, where's my refund, blah, blah, blah. Everyone in the Sims community is being a Karen. You are all Karens. I can be a Karen sometimes, so I do get it. But I think people do need to sit down, to be honest. Like, it's a very normal transition for games to often become free. This is something that's, for example, happening with Overwatch. Overwatch 1 is a paid game, but Overwatch 2 is becoming free. Fall Guys used to have to pay for it. Now I believe it's free. Many video game companies are realizing if we release our games for free, we can make a lot of money from the DLC. This is a very, very popular model that a lot of gaming companies do. And to be honest, it's a win-win because you get the game for free and the hardcore fans, they all pay for it, do you know what I mean, if they want it anyway. So I believe this whole Sims 4 thing is a really, really great step forward. I personally love freemium models. See, the mobile app game freemium model I hate, where you have all these expensive digital currencies. The only way I personally think freemium works is if it's good value for money. I do find some freemium games like terrible value for money. Like, I love Genshin Impact. I will not pay for any Primo Gems because it is way too expensive. It is not worth it. I will also not pay for weapon skins on Valorant because it's way too expensive and not worth it. I'm fine for freemium, but only if it's worth it. Do I believe Sims 4 packs are worth it? This is a little bit controversial. In a way, I do, because the Sims 4 packs as they are, I think, do you know what I mean? What does it cost for a game pack? Like $29.99 in the UK? For that price, that couldn't even buy you like a weapon skin pack on Valorant. It couldn't even buy me a new character costume on Genshin Impact. Like, I would say the Sims 4 is actually a little, like, it is quite good value for money, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion and controversial. Do I think the whole sales model of having $1,000 plus worth of DLC is a good thing? No, I do not. But seeming that it's coming from EA, I wouldn't say it's the worst game in the world, especially seeming that you don't have to own all the packs, you just get what packs you want. But as we all know, The Sims 4 is kind of like a very broken game right now, and there are a lot of things wrong with it, and EA have got very, very sloppy with regards to the development of The Sims 4 and all of the recent packs. So I do think a Sims 5 is in order. Like, we do need it, or at least some kind of new Sims experience. On the 18th of October, EA are streaming a Behind the Sims Summit online. They've stated this is to find out, I quote, what's in the works for The Sims, which could mean anything. Clearly, there's going to be a big shift. Do I think the shift is The Sims 5? Yes, I do. Even if they don't state specifically on this live stream it is because of The Sims 5, it very much is a plan in place in order to make way for The Sims 5, I believe. It is likely that we are going to receive a full announcement at the time of that live stream. Will The Sims 5, or should I say The Sims Online, come soon? No, it probably won't, and I'm very sorry to burst your bubble, but as we know, The Sims 4 for the foreseeable future is, do you know what I mean, it's making so much money right now. Why would they get rid of it? They've already told us that they're continuing to make packs for this game. The Sims 5 is not coming anytime soon. Just like GTA 5, this game is not gonna die. Especially now the base game is free. Imagine how many new players are going to be coming into The Sims 4, how much money they're going to be making from selling all this new DLC to these new players. They're not bringing out The Sims 5 yet, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I am almost certain that people will still be playing The Sims 4 when this brand new Sims title comes out, even if it's not The Sims 5, because I know people who still play The Sims 3, I know people who still play The Sims 2, I even know people who play The Sims 1 still. Every major Sims title hasn't really been that different from the last. They've all basically been the same game with some slight upgrades each time. Well, apart from The Sims 4, because that was a massive downgrade, let's be fair. But based on everything we know so far, the upcoming Sims title may be known as The Sims 5, may be known as The Sims Online, may be known as something else. It will be very, very, very different to The Sims we currently know. I mean, God forbid we are getting a reboot of My Sims, of all things. That would be a tragedy. If you do want to know what I think about The Sims 4 DLC model, because I do have some criticisms of it, I do have a video here to talk about it. So I'll see you in the next one.